So allowing that grounding of your sitting bones and really feeling the lift of your spine. Feel your energy elevating up to the crown of your head. So this is just a little bit of spiritual and yogic background of Ayurveda. I'm talking about the philosophy, the different philosophies of the different um, Buddhists, Jains, and Sikhs and other groups in India, but basically sharing the same principles, which is harmony with the spiritual background for Ayurveda as a whole. And these can be summarized as follows. There is a fundamental truth or reality, a state of pure consciousness or pure awareness that is beyond word and thought, in which there is peace, bliss, compassion, and liberation. To reach that is the goal of all life. We are caught in a state of suffering or unhappiness in life caused by the ego or the principle of selfishness. The ego sets in motion a stream of action or karma, which ties us to a process of rebirth or transmigration in which is repeated sorrow. To eradicate the suffering, it is necessary to negate the ego and silence the mind, as the ego is a function of the mind in its state of disturbance. This involves going beyond fear, desire, and anger, the emotions that keep the mind disturbed. For this end, certain ethical values must be followed, like truthfulness, humility, and nonviolence. The main practice in order to reach the state of pure consciousness is yoga and meditation. This goal is not a personal goal, but part of the liberation of all life, and so should be done for the unity and good of all and not just for one's personal benefit. A disturbance or imbalance of the doshas or constitutions in the body contributes to this disturbance of the mind, and so harmonizing the body can contribute to this process of liberation. Let's go ahead and move into child's pose. Let's liberate our bodies so that we can relax our minds. Opening up the legs, setting down onto your heels, and then just dropping yourself down here and just taking your time, relaxing the forehead on the mat. Let it get nice and heavy. And just taking a few deep breaths here in and out through the nose. Feeling that breath moving up and down your spine. And as you sink your hips down, allowing yourself to reach forward here with your arms, feel that spine elongating. Let's go ahead and move our arms over to the right, keeping your hips heavy and planted here. Again, you're trying to reach up and over while keeping your head relaxed, feeling that really great stretch all along the left side of your body. You can send your breath up and down the left side of your body. Slowly coming back to the center. And then beginning to reach all the way over to the left, as far as you can reach, while keeping your hips nice and heavy, grounded. Breathing all the way to the tips of your right fingers, feeling that stretch. And then coming back to the center. Really sink those hips down. Maybe we can open up your knees just a little bit more. And then slowly let's press up into our tabletop. So wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, holding that core in that Uddiyana Bandha. And then moving into our cat-cow. So as you inhale, opening up that chest, arching that spine, sending that tailbone all the way up to the ceiling, looking up. And then exhale, rounding that spine, just waking it up. You can always move side to side or back and forth. And then moving into some free movement here. How does your spine feel today? How does your body feel? Just kind of allowing yourself to breathe into it. Maybe setting your hips all the way down to the right and to the left. Coming forward onto your wrists, moving side to side, stretching those wrists out. Let's go ahead, if you want to, bring your back of your hands to the mat, or the front of your hands. What am I talking about? The top of your hands down to the mat, and then sit back on your hips and then stretch your wrists out here. You can kind of move side to side. And then coming back to neutral. Going ahead and curling the toes. If it feels okay, coming back, coming up onto your knees. Stretching those toes out, rocking from side to side. Breathe here. And then slowly, let's bring our hands down. We'll do a little bit of a core exercise. So we're going to extend that right leg out, plant that right hand down, and extend your left hand forward. So balancing table, you want to really squeeze that core in, squeeze towards your midline, and then reach in opposite directions. So feel that stretch and lift that right leg up. Keep breathing. And if it feels okay to you, bend that right leg and then reach back with that left hand, and then kick that foot into that hand and open up your chest here. Feel that stretch. Nice little dancer pose. Maybe it's like a dancer on the table. And then slowly, let's release. You guys are like, stop talking, let's release. Bring that right knee down. Let's go ahead and extend that left leg, bringing your weight onto that left hand as you slowly reach forward with the right hand, extending in opposite directions. Really open up your chest here. Try to relax your shoulders away from the ears. Hold that core in. Find that balance. Breathe. And then if you want to stay there, you can. Otherwise, you can bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand, kick that left foot into the right hand, open up that chest, relax that right shoulder and really kick into it. Feeling that opening. Breathe. Find your balance, find your core. And then slowly release, bringing your right hand down, left knee down. Go ahead, curl your toes under. Let's move into our downward facing dog. So lift the hips up, keeping your knees nice and bent here. Bend them quite a bit. Let your belly relax on the knee, except you're holding that core in. You want to relax the shoulders, relax the head, push the ground away with your hands. So making sure that your armpits are starting to rotate towards each other, externally rotating the shoulders, elongating that spine, and then starting to pedal the feet, walking your dog, first dog of the day. So just take it nice and easy. Breathe into it. Really listen to your body. Try not to push too hard. Your body will open up when it's ready. So sending the tailbone all the way up to the ceiling. Feeling that nice elongation of the spine. And then slowly, let's start to bring both heels down. And then think about your legs moving towards the back of the room. And then think about that mula bandha, pelvic floor coming up, and then your sitting bones spreading apart, that internal rotation of your thighs. It might make your hands feel a little bit lighter. And then slowly, let's start to walk our feet to the back of our wrists, about hip width distance apart. Drop here. So again, it's better to bend your knees than to have a very rounded back. So if you're kind of like this, it's better to bend your knees and make your back nice and flat. Grab opposite elbows. Really hold your core in here. Just let your whole body come down. You're really feeling that pull of gravity, the crown of your head coming down, and then slowly begin to straighten your legs. Again, you want to make sure you're thinking about that Udya Bandha, the Mula Bandha, and then rock from side to side if that feels good. Breathe. Feeling that stretch in your hamstrings, your glutes. And then slowly coming back to that center, releasing the hands and then pushing the ground away with your feet. That's slowly, slowly. Again, think about that core, holding it in with control, coming all the way up into standing, into Tadasana. Roll your shoulders. You can roll your shoulders a little bit here. And then coming to the top of your mat, let's go ahead and move into our sun salutations. So making sure that your feet are nice and grounded and then holding that Udya Bandha. Think about Mula Bandha, again, that pelvic floor coming up. Your sacrum here, which is located right above your tailbone. The sacrum goes in. And then we'll start off as you inhale, let's reach up. So ground the legs, reach all the way up. Let's drop your heart and head back. So palms can be together or separated, but you want to push your pelvis forward just a little bit. You want to open up your chest, reach back. And as you exhale, let's swan dive with control. Again, that holding that core in, really going to give you that control to come down into the forward bend. So again, you're lifting the tailbone up to the ceiling, relaxing the neck and shoulders and coming all the way down. And then moving into halfway lift. So halfway lift, you can either put your hands on the shins or you can put your hand on the floor. But either way, you want to make sure that you're flattening that back with your chest moving forward, looking up as high as you can. Breathe. And then slowly as you exhale, let's bend our knees and then step that right foot back, bringing the right knee down, lunging your hips forward, low lunge. So you want to make sure that the hips are nice and square, squeezing, bringing both hips forward, and then dropping your heart and head back if that feels good to you. Keep your heart lifting up towards the ceiling. Hips are moving forward. You're really feeling that great stretch in your hip flexor. Ooh. Breathing. You can always come back if you lose your balance. And then slowly coming forward. Exhale, let's bring the left foot to meet the right into plank. So holding that nice plank, or you can even do a tabletop. Again, you want to make sure you're squeezing that core, squeezing your elbows into the body. Kind of moving forward here a little bit. And then slowly with control, again, using that core strength, coming all the way down to the floor. Chest and abdomen down, tucking the elbows into the body, keeping your hands where they are, and then slowly press your chest forward. So pelvis down, legs are heavy, relax your shoulders, and look straight ahead. Keep breathing. This is Cobra 1. So you should feel a nice pinching sensation in your lower back. Hopefully it's nice pinching sensation and not an uncomfortable one. Keep breathing, strengthening that spine, that lower back, and then curling the toes under as you exhale into downward facing dog. Again, just shaking it out, pedaling your feet. Push the ground away. So hands and feet, equal weight, pushing into the ground. And as you inhale, let's lift that right leg up, all the toes facing down, holding that core in. And then slowly as you inhale, let's bring that knee to the nose. So contract your body so that you can bring yourself close to that knee. And as you exhale, let's lift that knee back up again. And then inhale, this time we'll bring that right knee to the right elbow. So again, you're going to feel a lot lighter if you think about Udya Bandha and Mula Bandha. This is kind of like a beginning of an arm balancing pose. Inhale, let's lift up again. Right knee to the left elbow. Squeeze. Breathe. And then inhale, lift up again. And exhale, this time let's bring that right foot down between the hands, dropping that left knee down, pressing your hips forward, taking a breath. This is a good, nice core workout. Let's open up the chest, hips forward, Breathe. Slowly bringing your hands to frame your right foot, the left foot meeting the right into that forward bend. Tailbone is lifting up, your whole body pulling down here, holding your core in, pushing the ground away as you inhale. Let's lift the arms all the way up, reaching up, dropping your heart and head back, pelvis forward just a little bit. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Keep reaching back, dropping your heart and head back, opening up that chest. And as you exhale, let's bring the palms down towards the heart center. And then releasing the hands and taking a breath here. Allow yourself to close your eyes and just notice how you're feeling. Your heart rate, my heart rate is up. And just let yourself breathe. So every time you feel that your heart rate is really up and you want to bring it down, let your exhale be just a little bit longer than your inhale so that you can gain control again of your body functions. Grounding the feet, opening your eyes as you inhale. Let's move into one more sun salutation, reaching up and over. We're going to move this a little bit faster. As you exhale, let's swan dive, holding that core in, into forward bend. Inhale into halfway lift. Exhale, stepping the left foot back, left knee down, hips forward, opening up that chest, dropping your heart and head back, hips moving forward. Let's come back to center. Let's straighten the right leg this time, flexing that right foot, and then bringing your chest forward. So having that nice stretch all along your whole right thigh. Hopefully this is feeling helpful for you, Teresa. Breathe. Again, press your chest forward. Feel that good stretch. Bringing that right foot down. Let's bring the right foot to meet the left in plank or tabletop. Holding a nice strong one. Hold that core in. Tuck the elbows into the body. Leaning forward just a little bit. Again, using that core strength. Slowly lower yourself all the way down. Pelvis and legs down. Inhale. Let's lift up. Straightening the elbows out this time. Pressing your chest forward. Cobra 2. So look straight ahead and then really ground the hips and legs. Hips, the chest coming forward of the shoulders. Relax your shoulders away from the ears and curl the toes under into downward facing dog. Adjusting your dog, holding that core in, thinking about your legs moving back. Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha. Inhale, lift that left foot up. And then slowly bringing that left knee to the nose, squeeze it in. Breathe, hold that core in, and then slowly lifting up that foot. This time bending it, bringing it to the outside or towards your left elbow. So left knee, left elbow. Breathe here, holding that core in, nice strong arms. And then inhale, lift it up. And then exhale, let's bring the left knee this time to the right elbow, little twist here. Again, Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha is going to help you with this. Don't forget to breathe. And then inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, bringing the left knee between the hands, dropping that right knee down, hips coming forward, opening up that chest. Feel that nice stretch. And then slowly let's come forward, bringing your hands down, straightening out your left leg this time, flexing that left foot. Try to keep your chest pressing forward. Again, nice flat back here. Bring that foot up, press your chest forward, and feel that really great stretch all along the left side of your body or your left side of your leg. Should feel good. And then slowly let's bring that left foot down, right foot meeting the left this time. Into forward bend, hips moving up. And pressing the ground away as you inhale. Let's reach our arms all the way up, reaching up towards the ceiling, dropping your heart and head back. And then slowly as you exhale, let's bring the hands down towards the chest. And then relax the hands to your sides. And just breathe here again. And close your eyes and just notice what your body is doing. Maybe you feel an energy in your fingertips. Heart is moving, heartbeat is fast. Just breathe. Moving into our chair pose. So bringing the palms to your heart center. And then if you can bring your feet together, bring your feet together. Otherwise, they can be hip width distance apart. If your legs are apart, just imagine squeezing that block or put a block between your legs. We're going to start to set our hips down. So again, sitting on that imaginary chair, holding your core in. Try to keep your chest lifted. And then start to lift your hands all the way up towards the ceiling. Most of your weight is on the heels. Keep dropping yourself down a little more than you want to, lifting your arms up, that counteraction of the stretch. Keep looking up towards your thumb. Drop yourself down just a little bit more, hold that core in, and then inhale, straighten the legs, bring the hands down, and take a breath. Release the hands. Clasping the hands behind you this time, holding that core in, and then slowly as you hold that core in with control, let's come down into a forward bend as you lift the arms all the way up. So let your head go and just let your arms move up as high as they're able to, stretching out the shoulder. Breathe. Don't forget to think about Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha. Always there, subtly kind of thinking about that. Really helping you to feel light and just that inner core strength. So important for balance and just feeling light. Slowly, let's press ourselves all the way up as you inhale. And as you exhale, release, shake it out. We're going to be doing the dancer pose. So if you need a strap, you can use the strap for your leg. Otherwise, if you can open up and hold your foot, then you can do that. Doing a little bit of balance posture. So again, right hand opening up next to your right thigh. Palms facing out, and then put the weight onto your left foot. Try to find something in front of you that's not moving. Let's go ahead and lift that right foot, holding it from the inside. And again, you want to really relax this right shoulder here. When the foot begins to kick out, you want to make sure that it can have that mobility. So start with squeezing your legs together and holding that core in and finding your drishti, that focus point. And if you need a wall or a chair, you can do that. Otherwise, just go ahead. And you can just be here in this posture too. This is enough of a balanced posture. So don't ever feel like you have to move too far. Again, listening to the body. We're going to raise that left hand up and then slowly begin to reach forward with that arm and then kick into that hand. So kick that right foot into your right hand. Again, relaxing the shoulders. Really think about squeezing that core, holding that midline. Keep kicking, kicking, dropping your body down and kicking. Breathe here. And then slowly making your way all the way up. Bringing that hand down, releasing that leg, shaking out that left leg. Woo. And then going ahead and doing the other side. So left hand, left palm facing out. Again, find something that's not moving in front of you to focus on, and then slowly bring the weight to your right foot and then lift up your left foot so that you can grab it from the inside. Again, try to bring yourself to center or square. So that left hip coming forward. There's a tendency when you put that foot in, you want to open up like this, but you want to just imagine just squeezing back towards, just like you're standing in Tadasana. We're going to lift that right arm up this time, kicking into that hand, left foot, kicking into that left hand, look forward, reach forward, kick, kick and reach, kick and reach. Hold that core and breathe, kick and reach, kick and reach. Go to your maximum, kick and kick and kick. And kick out of it. So kick back into your hand to come back with control. And if you fall out of these postures, always just come back into it. Not a problem. Taking a breath. And then we're going to go ahead and just do a little bit of hip movement. So with our feet a little bit wide, we're just going to start to sway our hip from side to side here. So just one side at a time. Just take your time. Opening up here. And maybe this time you can start to bend your knees a little bit. So the foot tracing out, holding that core in, that chest is nice and open, relaxing the shoulders, and then bending the knees and then straightening one at a time. And if it feels okay to you, open up your legs a little bit wider. And then see if you can bring your hands down, pausing, keeping your chest open. Coming back to the other side here. And press that chest open, open up those hips. Breathe, hold the core in. Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha. Try to keep your back nice and flat. Again on the right side. And then coming back to the left. So using your leg strength to get you there. And then slowly coming up to the center. We're going to bring our hands to the hips and we're going to slowly start to press the chest forward, bringing yourself all the way down, holding that core in, looking up all the way until you come all the way down. Again, holding your core in, squeezing your legs. Imagine squeezing the block. And then bring your hands down or put them on the blocks. Again, pressing everything down with your feet here. And then think about that internal rotation of your thighs and then your sitting bones just spreading apart. You're pressing the ground away with your feet. And then you can relax your head down and bring yourself all the way down and breathe here. We're going to bring our hands all the way over to the right side. So if you can, all the way to the right foot, maybe you can grab that right ankle, finding that nice little twist here. Maybe you can bring your right hand to the hip, or maybe you can lift that right hand up. You really want to extend the spine here and then twist all the way up. So looking up at your hand towards the ceiling. And again, it's even if you're not there yet, the intention of doing that is really important. Hold the core in, open up your chest and find this twist. And then slowly let's bring the right hand down, bring yourself to center, and then walking your hands all the way over to the left. So see if you can grab your left ankle or close to it. Elongate that spine, really start to extend the spine so that you feel that tailbone just moving away from your spine and lifting up towards the ceiling, either bringing your hand, your left hand to the hip, or reaching up to the ceiling. See if you can look at your hand, extending that spine, feeling that twist. You can use the leverage of the right hand against that left ankle to help you twist. Slowly bringing that hand down. And then let's bring our feet a little closer together. And then moving into a little squat here, into Malasana. So finding your squat, bringing your palms together. Elbows are inside of your knees. You're really lifting your chest up. Think about that pelvic floor moving up here. So find that lightness, feeling the crown of the head lift and breathe. And if it feels good to you, you can bring weight to the right side, bring weight to the left side, kind of rock side to side here. And then slowly release the hands down. We're going to bring our knees down to the mat. And then bring yourself up on your knees. And see if you can extend that right leg. So right foot is flat, extended with the left knee. And you're balancing on both feet here. Slowly start to bring your hand all the way down that right leg. And if it feels okay to you, bring that left arm over. Feel that stretch in the side body. So holding that core in and keeping your chest lifted. Breathe and bring your hand down as high as you can. You can keep your left hip out to the left a little bit. Breathe. Slowly as you inhale, coming back up. And then bringing your hand down, the left hand down, right hand up, and then stretch in that opposite direction with that right foot out. Feeling that stretch, lifting those hips up. Breathe. And then slowly with control, bringing that right hand down, coming back up, bringing your right knee down, and then extending your left foot up, holding yourself up. Slowly starting to slide that left hand down, that left leg, maybe that right arm can come up. And again, feeling that stretch, hold that core in, open up your chest. Breathe, feel the elongation of the spine. And then slowly coming back up, bringing that right hand down, left arm up, and reaching up and over. Feeling that stretch, really ground that left foot down. And then slowly coming back up, bringing the right knee down. And let's move into child's pose. So take just a breath, couple of breaths here, relaxing into this pose. Nice deep breaths here. And let's go ahead and allow ourselves to move into some spine strengthening. So let's just start off in Sphinx pose. Elbows right underneath the shoulders. Pelvis is down and legs are heavy. Chest pressing forward. Feeling that nice stretch in your lower back. Very similar to Cobra. If you can, bring your toes together. And just relax the shoulder, look straight ahead, press your chest forward. And just breathe. And slowly, let's go ahead and lower ourselves all the way down. Chest and shoulders come down, arms at the sides. Breathing here. Allowing the toes and heels to come together. And as you inhale, let's extend and lift the legs, extend and lift the arms, and open up that chest. So finding again that opposite stretching. Your whole spine stretching, the crown of your head moving forward, legs moving back, everything is lifted. Thinking about that Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha, making you feel nice and light. Keep breathing, keep lifting, strengthening your spine, creating that flexibility, and with control, again, using that core strength. Let's lower all the way down, bringing the chin to the mat, resting your cheek on the mat. And just relax your body. Take a couple of breaths here. Let's open up the arms to the side with airplane wings, bringing your toes and heels together. And as you inhale now, this time lifting all the way up, but the arms are reaching in opposite direction. So same thing, elongating that spine, extending the legs back, arms moving up, relax the shoulders, open up your chest, lift up just a little bit more, extend and lift, extend and lift. And then exhale slowly with control, lower down, bringing the chin to the mat, resting your opposite cheek on the mat, and breathe. And you guys, I think, know what's coming, your favorite back bend, the bow pose. So if you can grab both knees or both feet while bending your knees, do that. You can use a strap or you can just do one leg. So we're going to do this twice. I'm going to grab behind, reach for your toes,
And then really start to squeeze your legs. So start with your knees together if you can. If they're separated, that's okay, but you want to have the intention of bringing them together. So think about squeezing that block. And as you inhale, let's start to kick the feet into the hands. So, very similar to that dancer pose, you're kicking the feet. The kick really drives the posture. You want to keep your chest open and lifted, and then look up towards the ceiling. Kick and lift the feet up. Really feel that nice 360-degree stretch in your whole spine, kicking and lifting, squeezing those legs together one more time. And then exhale, slowly release, relaxing your whole body down with control. Try not to just drop down. You know that that's what it feels like you want to do, but try to make sure that you have that control so you don't injure yourself. So rest your cheek on the mat. Take a couple of nice breaths. Try to relax your facial muscles in all of these postures. Sometimes it's not easy. And try to be mindful. We're gonna do it one more time. So if you grab one leg, grab the other leg. If you grab two legs, yay, we get to do this again. So grab your toes, bring your legs together, and really begin to try to get all five fingers touching each other. And then as you inhale, let's kick the feet into the hands. Nice tight grip here. Bringing your knees towards each other, squeezing and looking up towards the ceiling. Relax your shoulders. Keep your legs coming together as you kick up. Legs together, kick up and kick up and kick up one more time. And then slowly, with control, kicking back down and then releasing the legs, allowing your chin to come to the mat first and then relaxing your cheek. Just let your whole body relax. This is kind of a mini shavasana for you, a little mini rest pose. And slowly and gently, let's go ahead and roll over onto our backs.
We're going to do just a little bit of neck strengthening. So we want to make sure that our body is nice and flat. So hands at the sides. You really want to feel that shoulder blades relax down. So kind of adjust yourself so that the shoulders come down. And then we're just going to lift the head. So allow yourself to just lift your head using the strength of your neck muscles. Breathe. If it's really painful for you, just go ahead and just do small bursts. Maybe you can do just a few. Maybe you can breathe into 3 breaths. Or maybe it's 2 breaths before you have to take another break again. Let your head rest, relax everything. Again, lift up your head. Try to relax those facial muscles, really using the strength of your neck here. So that when we do a lot of the back bends and we drop our heart and head back, that you don't injure your neck. So this is a nice way to strengthen the neck. One more time, lifting the head up. Breathe. And then slowly lowering all the way down. Take a breath. And then we're going to move into some stretches for our legs. So if you have a strap handy or a belt, you can grab it. We're going to get the strap. We're going to loop it around our right foot, so right at the arch of the foot. Try to make sure that your whole back is nice and flat. So just imagine the back of your neck moving towards the ground, and then the whole back, the lower back, especially that right above your sacrum area, flat down. And then you want to activate that left leg. So imagine that left leg is pressing against the wall, and you want to activate the right foot too. So both feet are flexed and activated, and you're just using that strap. As you inhale, really lift the heel up towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, using the strength of your arms with the strap, to slowly bring your toes down. Again, you really want to listen to your body. You don't want to overstretch the hamstring. Just breathe into it, moving to your degree, feeling that nice stretch, breathing into it. And then bringing that strap into the right hand. Again, you want to make sure you're holding the core in here, thinking about that Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha. Again, both legs are activated. We're going to slowly begin to release that right leg out to the right and then extend the left leg. So let your head move to the left, looking over the left shoulder, and then slowly again with the heel moving up as you inhale. And then you can move the leg up and down, just kind of just see where you feel that stretch and let your hips just open up here. Breathe. Try to make sure you can plant that left glute down and the left shoulder down as it wants to lift, and keep breathing and finding that stretch here. And then slowly as you inhale, let's bring your foot back to the center. This time we're going to bring the strap over to the left hand. Again, both legs are still activated, bringing that right hand out. And then slowly let's bring the leg all the way over to the left. And then maybe there's a bend here in your knee, which is totally fine. Looking over your right shoulder. And again, just moving that leg up and down with that strap. Just feel that stretch. Feel where you can, where it feels good for you. You know that it's working. And make sure try to bring that right shoulder down, bringing that leg over as far as you can. Again, make sure that both legs are activated. And then slowly, let's bring that knee back to the center. Let's release that strap and go ahead and hug that right knee into your chest. So using your nice hand and finger and bicep muscles to squeeze that knee into the chest. You can relax that left foot and just kind of try to avoid the rib cage and squeeze, 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 press it down. Slowly bring your forehead towards the knee, little compression here, contraction. Breathe, and then slowly lower the head. Release that right leg. You can shake it out. And let's go ahead and bend that left foot, left knee, and then bring that strap around that left arch of the foot. Again, both legs are nice and activated, pressing your whole back down onto the floor. Want to make sure that back of the neck, again, moving down, both feet flexed. And again, as you inhale, you want to really move from the foundation. Your left glute is planted, the sitting bone is planted down, and you're really feeling that lift of the heel as you inhale, and then using your hand strength to bring your feet a little closer to you. Try to relax your shoulders, press your chest down. Again, it's all about that foundation and the lift from that foundation. Breathe. Bringing the strap into the left hand and then bringing the right hand out. Let yourself look over the right shoulder. And with control, again, that core strength, Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha is really going to help you here. Try to keep your right glute down and the right shoulder down. If it lifts, it's okay. But you're going to bring both feet activated. Bring that left foot all the way out. Breathe here. Again, adjusting the height of the foot with the strap. Where do you feel that stretch the most? And open up your hip. Breathe here. Slowly as you inhale, let's bring that foot back up. Switching that strap to the right hand, looking over the left shoulder this time as your left arm extends. And then finding your leg coming all the way down, both legs activated, flexed. And then here your knees can bend here. But again, just try to flatten that left shoulder down. Feel that stretch. Breathe. And then slowly let's bring that leg back to the center, bringing your head back. Let's release that strap. Bend that left knee. Clasp your hands around that knee and just squeeze it in. So again, with this one, your chin comes down towards your chest and you're really squeezing that knee into your chest and over towards your chin. Breathe. Inhale slowly, bring your forehead towards the knee to find your compression. And then slowly release. You can extend that left foot and shake it out a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and lift both knees into the chest. Reach up and grab either your wrists, your forearms, or maybe you can grab your elbows. Relax the feet and then just let your whole body come down. So, again, try to imagine that neck coming down so that you're looking down at your chest or looking down in the diamond between your hands. Squeeze so you can bring your whole back flat. So, just imagine your whole back, the tailbone and the back of your neck touching the ground. It's just, again, it's an intention. Whatever you intend, your body will follow. Breathe. Try to even bring your shoulders down. And then slowly, with control, releasing the feet, opening up your feet to the edges of your mat. And then this is one of my favorites. I love windshield wiping. So bringing that right knee down, opening up that left. Breathe. And do the other side. Bringing that left knee down, opening up the right. You can do one more time on each side. And bringing your legs up. And slowly, we're just going to roll over to the side. And I'm just going to show you something with the strap. I'm not sure if we did this before, but slowly lift yourself up. It's a Supta Baddha Konasana, which is a reclined bound angle pose. So what you do is you get the strap. I already have them in a loop. But once you have it in a loop, you just put it around your waist. So you have some space here, and then you have the part of the strap that you can kind of tighten and pull on one side. So either on the right side or the left side, and then slowly bring your soles of your feet together and then loop that strap around your toes. So you might have to loosen it up quite a bit to get to that point. You want to make sure that you have some space behind you. You're going to lower yourself down. So this is actually a really great rest pose too. Some people will use it for restorative yoga. If you do that, then it's nice to have a bunch of pillows all around you, and even you can even put blocks underneath your legs if you're really feeling that your hips are stretching out too much. Slowly, you want to keep it nice and loose because when you lower yourself down, you want to keep that strap around your waist and your hips. When you lower yourself down, again, use that core to help you come down onto your elbows and then coming down to your back. And this is where you would get the strap. And so you want to make sure that you have that leverage to pull that strap so that it tightens it even more, helping you to bring your hips a little more open. So again, tighten it to your degree if that feels okay to you. Again, for some people, it's nice if you have a bolster behind you and you can really kind of open up your chest at the same time. It's like a chest opener, hip opener, or you can just do it with your back nice and flat, opening up your hands and breathing here. It can be a variation of Shavasana too. So if you'd like, you can close your eyes and just begin to focus on the breath. As you inhale, tell yourself, I am inhaling. And as you exhale, tell yourself, I am exhaling. Just notice that breath, noticing the sensations of the breath, the quality of the breath, relaxing all your facial muscles. Let your whole body just melt all the way down to the floor. Feel your hips just opening up. Send your breath there. Slowly and gently begin to deepen your breathing, just bringing yourself back to this space. A couple of ways you can come out of this posture, which is a funny thing for a lot of people. So you can start to loosen that loop here, or if you feel comfortable bringing your feet and bringing the strap over your feet, and then you can release, relax down. You can leave the strap around you as you move into Shavasana. You can kind of shake out your legs here. So let your body just kind of relax here for a little bit with a few breaths, closing your eyes and just feeling your whole body become very heavy. Kind of a neat experience of the back of the body grounding down as the top of your body, the front of your body starts to feel lifted, feeling that opposition, feeling your whole body nice and stretched out, ready for the day. Let's go ahead and bring one hand to the abdomen and the other over to the chest. Moving into three-part breathing on the floor as you inhale into your abdomen, the ribs and the chest. And as you exhale, contracting the chest, the ribs, and the abdomen, and just squeezing all the stale air out of your lungs. Moving into your own breathing rhythm, just feeling the expansion with the inhale and the contraction with the exhale. Allowing yourself to connect to your body. Finding that freedom, that liberation in your body and your mind. And maybe you can find a pause between the breaths. Try not to control the breathing. And just observe as it comes in and out. When you can observe your breath, you can observe all the thoughts and emotions that run through your mind, your body, bringing that awareness in. Slowly and gently begin to deepen your breathing, releasing your hands, wiggling the fingers and the toes, the wrists and the ankles, reaching your arms up over your head and extending your legs. Feel that nice stretch in your body, bending your knees, rolling over to your side, and coming back into that nice tall grounded seat. Sitting in front of your tailbone. Again, finding that grounding in your foundation as you begin to feel that lift, just like a tree. Foundation is the roots, allowing that expansion, the lift, crown of your head moving up, allowing your eyes to close, shoulders relaxed, facial muscles relaxed. And if you'd like, bringing the palms to the heart center, lifting the heart to meet your thumbs and allowing yourself to think of things that you feel grateful for, always helping you to bring you back to balance and gratitude. Just silently appreciating all the blessings in your life. And I hope that there is many. Sending that self love to yourself for taking an hour out of your day to just focus on you, your growth, your flexibility for the greater good. Thank you for sharing your time and practice, and especially your good energy with me this morning. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. Namaste.